Hi, I'm Robert, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to take this image of Laguna Beach from here to here, all in Lightroom. This is the second day in a row where I got amazing light. The previous day, I was at Shoreline Park in Long Beach shooting the lighthouse. I can't remember another time when we got two good sunsets in a row. This image was taken near Las Brisas in Laguna Beach. I'm going to bring out the color in the sky and highlight the foreground. Let's get started at the bottom like I usually do. Make sure I'm on the current version. Scroll up. We're going to skip vignetting for now. Let's press on constrain crop. We'll zoom in on the horizon and make sure this image is straight. It looks like it's a little off, so let me straighten it. That looks better. Now we'll go up. As usual, click on remove chromatic aberrations and enable profile corrections. We'll go up to sharpening. We'll do our standard sharpening routine of 100 and applying a mask. Hold down Alt so we can see the mask. We'll scroll up. We don't want to sharpen the sky, but we want to sharpen everything else. Let's skip over the color panel for now. We'll return here. Let's go up to our basic panel. I want to open this image up, so let's bring the highlights down and the shadows up. I think it's a little too high on the shadow slider, so let's bring it down. We'll go to 90. We have room up here to move the histogram to the right, so I'm going to use the white slider to do that. We'll slide it over until we start to clip and then back it off. Now we have a great starting point, so let's adjust some colors. We'll go down to the HSL panel. I always start with luminance. Luminance is how dark or how bright a color is. After I adjust the luminance, I adjust saturation, and occasionally, if I need to, I'll adjust the hue. Let's start by darkening some of the colors we see in the sky. I'm going to start with red. We'll do orange as well, yellow, purple, and magenta. Now we'll go to saturation and boost those colors up. Now let's go into hue and see if we can fine tune some of these colors. Hue adjusts the shade of each color individually. So let's try adjusting the red hue and see what it looks like. We'll go up. Makes it kind of lighter, more orange. Let's bring it down. You can see it makes it more red. So in this case, we'll go down to -15. Next, let's try adjusting the orange. We can bring it more red. We can bring it more green. Let's bring it down to a little bit more red. Add some fire to the sky. Now let's take a look at yellow. See if we need to make any adjustments here. I think we'll just leave that alone. And let's also take a look at purple. We can make some of the area of the skies more blue, or we can make it more purple. I think I'm going to make it a little bit more blue by bringing the slider down. And let's also take a look at magenta, since we have that in the sky. We can bring it down a little bit to add more blue to the sky, just not as much as the purple slider. So that looks pretty good. Let's see what we started with. Here's the sky before we started doing our HSL panel. And here's after. So it's darker and more vibrant. And now we have some blue coming through and behind the sky. There's a huge dust spot here, so let's remove it. I have visualize spots clicked on. If you don't have this toolbar, simply press T for toolbar to bring it up. So we remove the dust. I don't see anything else, so let's close this tool. Now let's bring out our foreground. We're going to grab the brush tool, and we're going to paint in. Press down O to turn on our overlay. Let's brush our foreground. That looks good. Turn off the overlay by pressing O. Let's bring up the exposure to make it a little bit brighter. And let's also bring up the saturation. And to bring out some details, I'm going to use the texture. The reason I wanted to bring out the foreground was because this image was heavy with midground and background. We were lacking in the foreground, and I wanted the eye to be led from the front to the back. Okay, we're done with the brush tool now, so let's close that. Let's make one final adjustment. Most of our interest is right here in the middle of the screen, so let's go down to our vignette, and we're going to add a slight vignette to draw the eye into the middle. -10 looks good. Vignetting adds darkness to the corners of your image, which draws your eye into the center of the image. I like the way this image came out. I was super happy that we got 2 days of light in a row. Let's take a look at our settings here. I was using a 3-stop soft edge graduated neutral density filter. I was shooting at f14 at 1 second. I usually don't place the horizon in the middle of the image, but I didn't want to chop off the palm trees, and I wanted to leave some headroom above the tallest tree. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks.